Why are you so strongly in favor of this decision?
Sure. Well, number one, this is a campaign promise that Mr. Trump is keeping to the American people. He said from day one that he was going to have extreme vetting, and this is exactly what this immigration policy is. But I am going to disagree with you on one point. It's not only important to make sure that we're vetting people coming from those countries, but we need to also vet Americans that travel overseas and then come back. Because what we've seen is there is the potential for people to get radicalized when they are overseas. So when it comes to what I'm looking for and what I'm so thankful for from Mr. Trump is he truly is putting the well-being, the safety, and the security of the American people first. It all comes back to the same theme. America first, safety first, and I'm so thankful for this policy.
Scott, you know, I think that you have a point that it's, you know, almost all Americans care about the safety of our country,
Yes.
but many experts have said that this ban won't make us any safer, that it will actually inspire terrorists and is playing right into what ISIS wants us to do. What do you think?
Well, I mean, if I may, we had the former Department of Homeland Security head named Tom Ridge, and he came out in addition to James Comey, who is our FBI director. And both of them said that, look, we cannot properly vet refugees coming from Syria completely. And so therefore, if we cannot properly vet people, it is important that we make sure that we keep people who might be a terror threat from coming to our country. And I'm a very compassionate person. I am a humanitarian. I want to take care of as many people as I can, but my allegiance is first to the American people. And let me tell you, Terry is from Ohio. She's from the Rust Belt. The people in America are having a hard enough time paying their bills, paycheck to paycheck, feeding their families. Terrorism is not something else that they want to have to worry about. We want safety, we want security. That's what we're looking for.
Do you realize that, I know it's, listen, anything can happen, and with 9/11 was horrible, but
Yes.
the 7 countries that were on that list, Terry, since 1975, not one American has been killed by a terrorist from any of those countries. And the chance of being killed by or even harmed by a refugee is like 3 billion to 1 here in the United States. Do you think that that's where our priority should be for something that is, at this point, is maybe led by fear more than reality?
No, I don't think so. I think it is a reality that our nation is under attack. We have had several terrorist attacks on on American soil, in San Bernardino, in
Those were
Florida,
from Americans,
in
by the way.
Chattanooga. That's correct, but their parents had came here from Islamic countries. And so the ideology is the problem. The ideology, if it's passed on to their children, then they become radicalized. Even though they live in the United States, they become radicalized, and then they act upon that terror, and that's what we've had. So why should we allow people who will not assimilate into our culture, who do not agree with us, come into our nation and basically begin to make enclaves into our society, into our, you know, they're wanting Sharia law in some states, and to start to put it into our nation. That's the problem.
I
jump in,
understand.
please?
I've got to get to the break, but
I just want
that's
to
a
say
lot
one
of
quick
accusations
thing.
about things that are not, people wanting Sharia law is, that's just not accurate. But sorry, go on, Scott.
But
Sure. Well, I'd like to play off what Terry was saying.
Quickly,
because
though, I have to go just for time purposes, if you can make
Sure.
your point.
There's a lot of talk about, you know, these 7 countries. Well, the fact of the matter is these 7 countries were actually proposed by the Obama administration. And
I
this
just
was from
explained-
the
I just
2015
explained- I just
Terrorist
explained that to
Travel
her.
Act.
Yeah, I just
but
explained that,
I
but-
would like to correct
there
you on
wasn't
one
a
thing,
travel
though.
ban for
Sharia
people from
law
those.
is the greatest threat to the world.
Okay, all right.
Gay people are killed, women are killed, and children are raped. So yes, Sharia law is the greatest threat to the world. 100%.
Thank you both so much. Thank you, Terry King. Thank you,
Thank you
Scott
for having
Presler.
us.
I appreciate
Thank
it.
you,
Please come
Mr.
back.
Lemon.
Yep.